Play Some Badger.
I'm Sierra
And we are watching, what is that, 390?
390.
For the Nordic Kneecappers versus the Stalking Dead. Look at that fame.
I'm pretty famous on the internet.
Yeah, you're kind of a big deal right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
So,
want to apologize to anybody watching. There might be a little bit of background noise. My wife is watching a dog, and he likes to drop his toys, so I apologize.
it's actually me.
Okay.
I keep getting hit by newspapers. So yeah, he picked up a Bloodweiser Babe and Halfling Master Shebs. So, because he thinks that I'm gonna do damage to him. Remember that last time I played him and his mummies did work?
Yeah.
So I pretty much did a double dose of pre-game investigating. I had my full list of his character's abilities. I knew who was where, and I got lucky. I got the kickoff reception, so I'm acting first. So that's the only reason that Brett's on the line.
Yep.
Figured I can get some pressure early, get the ball moving in my favor, and we'll see what happens.
A little bit of a wacky setup, trying to get away from those mummies and set up on a strong right.
Yeah, that guard mummy is terrifying.
Yeah.
And him having 2 strength 5 versus my strength 5 and my level 4 werewolf is not on the pitch.
Yeah. So we have a blizzard. Go for it. It's going to be in a 1-2. And only quick and short passes are available. And that was a quick knockout. Old Pebble Feeder gone.
Right?
And
super important.
Brett lays down for a nap.
Yeah, thanks, Brett. Burned a reroll on that too. Not something I normally do, but it was so early in the turn.
Yeah.
I figured let's try to recover from that and hope for the best. I'm still confident that the ball's deep enough in the back left corner where, and I got enough presence around it, not necessarily in the greatest of places, but I don't think he's going to get too much penetration all the way to the ball, so I'm not scared. But obviously not ideal.
Yeah, you had enough coverage where it wasn't like the biggest risk you could have taken, but I mean, meh.
That's what you get. Rolling 2 dice at a guy with a block.
Yeah. Old Ben the Aged. He's learned some stuff in his time.
Yeah, he's wizened.
So Brett standing back up. You got that partial cage going on. Not a lot of people are going to be breaking through, so no need to cover up the right side. Yeah, so a little red. Trying to pick up the slack, pushing down the downfield. You got an eligible receiver.
Just menacing, you know. I don't really at this point think that's going to turn into something, but I want him to be focused and I want to spread some of everything around. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that kicker that you gave Dauntless is just so useful.
So good, right?
You're just like, whatever, I've got block. Let's see what happens here. Bump.
Spoiler alert, that's going to happen more than once.
Yeah, I mean, it's not terrible odds to keep working, so why not?
See, I figure that when it comes down to it, he's getting 2 die on me with that Mighty Blow. I at least get a 50-50 giving him a 1 die.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, no, it's a great plan, and really, I mean, worst case scenario, it doesn't work, and you're gonna get put down. Which is what was going to happen anyways. You got to feed him someone.
That's kind of how I feel about it.
And the mummies aren't fast enough to really make, like, oh, you put yourself down, they're going to come over here. It's like, well, they're barely going to get over there.
Right.
Alright. So I guess he probably put that ghoul there to keep that from happening again.
Yeah, I think so.
And the fact that your thrower starts with block, he's totally a really good blitzer as well.
He's pretty good, especially because I couldn't quite get the ball into his hands, so I'm not in a position where I think that the throw is going to be the best bet right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I've switched to a ground and pound kind of offense just to see where we can go.
Yeah, going back to your roots, kind of doing the slow move, keeping a wide cage just because you have the luxury.
Yep. So Brett again, both down, attacker down.
Yeah,
Thanks, bro.
yeah, that's tough.
Brett's going back into his season 1 form, where he's not going to do a whole lot right up until I hope that he does something. So I'm going to keep using him, even though he keeps doing that.
Yeah. So you got a badly hurt over there on thrower. Kozar thrower son. Great, my player.
Yeah. Sorry, bro.
It's fine.
He had so much potential.
Spoiler alert: more of my fantasy players died this season, or rather this week.
Yeah. Well, he's not dead. He's he's out for the game, so he'll be back. He'll be back again starting next week. So as even with him off the pitch now, I still can look forward to having everybody on the pitch as of this point in the match next week. So I'm not super sad.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I was doing a ground rush kind of offense right now, anyway. So hope for the best.
Ah, ate a reroll on Brett on his blitz.
Well, here's why I did that, because I had that perfect dual block going on there.
Yeah.
So I was going to try to multiple block, had it set up where I've got the assist on each of the guys.
2 die on the skeleton, 2 die on the ghoul.
Right.
With the mighty blow.
Can't get too much better than that. So pulled the ball carrier back. Just going to reset, try to sort something out. Moved my downfield presence, my receivers, to more in the center of the pitch to see if I can get kind of a long play going.
Yeah, this is pretty weird. He's kind of manning up on you, but he's not really looking like he's going for the ball carrier at all.
Yeah.
I guess he thinks if he just keeps the ball in your side of the pitch, there's not much. Oh, there he goes, trying to go for it.
So he left that. Now this was a bit of a mistake, this play coming up for me. I didn't realize it until I was kind of too far in there. But you'll see it coming up, where I had an option to do something better, and then I didn't do something better.
All right. So coming up, trying to support the ball carrier.
Just trying to get him to stand up, maybe. Guess not.
Yeah, Brett's not about that life.
Yep. Perfect.
Yep, blitz, and then mark the ghoul. Also blocks the white's movement. Walk over there. Do a handoff?
I went for a handoff instead of a quick pass, but it was the catch anyway, so I was afraid that it was going to be the throw.
Yeah, but I mean, no, it's way better to go for the go for it than the handoff than the throw. It's way better.
But I did put myself in a tackle zone, which is what it was.
No, the handoff when you're doing a handoff, the thrower doesn't have a roll.
Oh, that's right. It isn't a roll.
No, so
see,
you were well within better odds to do it that way.
I'm glad I did it that way then. And then of course it drops even on a reroll, so that sucks.
Yeah, it was a 3+ to grab it. I mean, that's not 3+ with a reroll. It should have been well within your ability, but sometimes it happens.
Right. And the downfield presence was enough where I thought that I could have done something about it.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Well, in all things considered, that was probably your best move, just because he had a lot of guys coming, and if that would have worked, I think he would have had a touchdown a turn later.
I think so. So overall, it was worth the risk, and even my opponent was like, it didn't work, but that was a good look.
Yeah, 2 3+ to basically get all the way to the end zone from one end zone.
But I do like that. I mean, trying to see that longer play is something that I've been developing for a couple seasons.
Yep. I love
and
how
Gibby's been doing
I love how
Go for it.
both mummies are unengaged and not able to get to the ball without go for it.
Right, and that was kind of a good part of the plan to get that over there, because those guys last match did damage to me, and I didn't really like it.
Ooh. So dodging and doing a fail. So what were you saying about Gimps?
Oh, that he's doing a really, like, right up until I got out of the presence, but he was able to really utilize the mummies pretty effectively to menace me, and that guard is devastating. Like, you forget about it until it's super in the way.
Yeah. So that early failed dodge is gonna work out for you really well. You're gonna be able to strip these guys off the ball.
I'd like to think so.
Alright, so it looks like based on used players you won't be getting the ball this time, but you've got a lot of presence on it, so yep.
Right.
You've got, looks like he's your only eligible touchdown capability, so touchdown seems not likely.
It's not likely. I can still, if I get the ball clear, I've got quite a few guys around it, so it'll all be how I manage to do it.
Yeah, it's just getting it clear is the
Right.
issue. It's three players on it, so that's going to be real tough to get three players off that ball safely.
Right. So my last ditch effort is going to be the character engaged with the mummy to dodge away.
Oh, so. And there that goes pretty much.
That's not too bad. It's not great. I need to do something about that, but
yeah, you need this blitz to work out really well, and you're only defender stumbles isn't going to do it, but both down will do it. And the absolute wrong player because he blitzed.
Right. So that's where the wheels came off the wagon.
Yeah.
So. And then he goes and fouls. So good on
him. Pro tip: don't follow up. If he blitzed and you needed him not to have the ball, if you don't follow up, the ball will just be where the player dropped.
Unfortunately, that was my berserker.
Frenzy does not allow.
Frenzy.
Yep. So
Frenzy
for everybody else,
allowed you to go.
Everybody else that doesn't have frenzy characters in those situations, don't follow up.
Yeah.
But that was good. I thought Gimpy played a pretty satisfying defense. He didn't get too aggressive, didn't get too complacent.
I was pretty frustrated the whole time, so that's a testament to him.
Yeah, and he whittled down some of your players, which is kind of his goal. So it's gonna be tough.
Yeah, but I think he's got two.
Yeah, 2 KOs still gone, and 1 just got back.
So he's gonna power on that line.
And the halflings get nothing.
That's sweet justice.
And then you take a rock to the dome.
He took one too. He had a KO, and I just got a stun. 2 stuns, I guess. Or no, it's just that 1 stun, and then he's just working the line now.
Yep.
So he's doing a real good job just being patient, and look at that. Even blitzes on Brett because he's got so many freaking guys there.
Yep. Makes
me sad.
Wow, you're between the rock and that line. Your line crumpled.
Yep, not a lot you can do with that strength 5.
But
the only good thing was, go ahead.
The benefit is that he's missing all his positionals. 2 ghouls and a white gone. So all he's got is the white and the ghoul.
Right.
It's gonna be pretty.
And that ball is deep.
Yeah, that was a really good kick, by the way.
Guy with kick.
Ah, he's got that other ghoul right there.
Yeah, so he's got him, but he put him back there, and my goal was to get that action onto a dude with tackle.
Yeah.
So put a character there, and then hit him with tackle to try to get over that.
Mm-hmm. So it looks like he's gonna try to do the slow roll. Ugh, just hits.
That's what he's good at doing. So putting the two mummies on the front side of that cage, and he's just ready to do damage.
And he was like, tackle? We don't need no stinking tackle.
Yeah, but I was surprised that he put his other ghoul on the back of the cage instead of penetrating with him, because that would have given me an absolute fit.
Yeah, having two eligible receivers with dodge.
Yep, and I've got enough dudes with tackle to work it, but you know he's just gonna bounce around willy nilly however he feels anyways. So, but that's what I'm looking for him to do, and I'm trying to stop him from doing that. Also trying to figure out how to deal with that mummy wall at the front of his cage.
Yeah. I think the only reason he didn't make him a receiver was because he's wanting to do that slow roll, so you have no chance of scoring if he scores.
Right.
He didn't want to score too quick.
So this is, I think, where he made that mistake by going after that werewolf, deviating from a proper cage, and now he's a little bit engaged, and I see my opportunity, and it's still not, it's not easy. He's still got a lot of presence. He's got quite a non-standard cage going on there, but I've got engagement on the one mummy instead of.
Yeah, the skeleton's the big weak spot right here.
Right.
But
as it turns out, without me being able to get another guy on there, throwing a one die at him isn't the best option for me.
No. Yeah, I think against this, just using a one die blitz and then marking the white after you've done kind of everything else might be a good move, but we'll see what you do.
All right.
Alright, so moving Brett up in the front. This is interesting. It's tough to tell what's going to happen.
Yeah, so what you're not really paying attention to, because you don't see the abilities up there, but my pass block guys are pretty free right now and in a position to go for an interception. If he tries to throw it, I position Brett there to use the disturbing presence to drop down any sort of pass attempts.
Yep.
Hoping that he'd forget about that, because I think that we haven't talked about that because it hasn't come into play for quite a while. But that disturbing presence is pretty good.
Yeah, you haven't had a lot of opponents throwing around you, and tackle worked.
Finally got that bastard.
And yeah, that pass block is hanging. You got two pass blocks.
So I've got
hanging.
two guys with pass blocks. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Brett just pushing the mummy around.
Brett's not real team player today. He's earning that loner badge. But what he did do is give me a lane in, so
yeah.
that's what I want.
Yeah, he didn't put him down, but he definitely shoved him out of the way and made him a non-issue.
So gonna sandwich him again. A guy with tackle, so that he loses his dodge, and on top of that, has to dodge into a tackle zone.
Yeah, he can go back towards the end zone for the one on the right that's laying down, but that's not going to achieve much. But yeah, you're right. This guy's in a really bad situation if he wants to do anything.
So, using the mummy blitz.
So yeah, trying to hide behind these mummies. Definitely trying to hide behind them. Ooh, Brett stunned. That's going to be tough. He was doing a good job dancing with those mummies.
Yep. Best he can do, so that's not too bad. Finally got penned.
God, this is such an interesting game. I'm having a lot of fun watching it.
It was a lot of fun to play. Stress level very high, but
yeah, but that good,
what it comes down to is,
that effective stress.
I believe it's called U-stress.
Is it?
EU. EU-stress.
Ah.
So got that player out of the way.
Yeah, stun for a stun. That's good. And that white's looking pretty lonely.
He is. I'm gonna get that bastard.
And I feel like numbers are like just dwindling very quick. Oof.
That was going to be the guy I was going to get him with.
Yeah. But we see how that went.
Right. Perfect.
But it's okay. It happens.
It was going to be a 1-die anyways. So it was 1-die rolled twice, effectively.
Yeah. Woo. Getting it. Go, White, go. Agility 4, and he had to use a reroll. It sucks.
I need him to. He, even though he didn't get any rerolls, he's still not having to throw a lot of reroll die.
Yeah, he's got a team that's very, very capable of doing what they're good at doing, so they don't eat up a lot of rerolls.
Right.
He's got a professional team. Oh, Mummy out! That's gonna change the game quite a bit.
Yes.
Was that a dauntless hit or just overwhelming force?
No, that was just overwhelming force.
Okay.
So, and the mighty blow, I think, on that.
Yeah, I think that
berserker.
Yeah,
that's what did it.
That was the only reason that it got up to. Oh no, actually, it would have. Yeah, that was the only reason it penned. Was the mighty blow.
Super good. Stun. Got that guy finally.
Yeah.
Get off my back, bro.
Okay, so now, yeah, the lack of mummy on... Ooh, another stun. His lack of mummy is going to really cause this thing to potentially crumble. Go for it. I don't know what he's trying to get out of these. That's scary. Oh, he wanted the handoff. That's what it was. It just makes total...
Got it.
Yeah, on accident. After falling, it just bounced into the ghoul's hands.
So now I'm terrified. Look at that.
Bounce.
And of course that guy, right? So it bounces into the guy who just acted, so now it's nothing. Now I got a guy all the way down on that side. I got one turn to make it.
Wow. Yeah, that was a really bad bounce.
It's the second time that happened to me this match.
It's a 1 in 8 chance that would happen.
So, extending my way down pitch, so now I have a potential in the bottom right who's 7 spaces, so that's a going for it.
Mm-hmm.
I got to keep this guy, the ball carrier, A, up, and B, I got to get him to somebody, and then somebody to that guy, and that guy to go all the way down. So I got to...
Got to have an intermediate player. And
so I've got to catch the ball once. I've got to... I've got to catch the ball twice. I've got to throw the ball once, and I've got to do a going for it. And that's the minimum. So,
damn, that sucked that the diving tackle didn't slow him down. He must have had a really good roll.
Would have been the best.
So yeah, here's your last turn, 0-0 with your last reroll.
Yep. So that cleared that guy for a reception.
All right, so get in there. Good catch. Now he's got to get in. Handoff. It's there. Touchdown, maybe? One to go for it. Yeah.
Still got to go for it.
Wow. Boy, oh boy, that was a great game.
I feel a little bit bad for how that ended, to be just flipped, switched all the way up.
But that's Blood Bowl, man. That's why I say, that's why we always say, both of us, just don't give up. You can, if you play correctly and you plan correctly, you can score a touchdown in one turn, even if it's on the opponent's pitch.
Right.
Man, I
could have gone further too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, most definitely. I don't really think you guys had too many critical errors that I could have seen. I think the Stalking Dead played a really good game. I mean, as you can see, it came down to a touchdown on the last turn from the opposite side of the pitch.
Right.
I think maybe if he would have stuck to his fundies a little bit more and kept that cage like you were talking about when his drive started, that I think he could have ground you down.
I think that's what would have done it.
Yeah, because he was doing a good job of mulching you, but he just didn't have the steam once he was losing his players, getting peeled off.
Right. So I think that really that's what it was. Other than that, I mean, that was the most chess I've played on the Blood Bowl pitch.
Yeah, that was a very interesting game, especially the dynamics of the two different races, teams, and whatnot. Super interesting to watch. I'm glad that game was played. One of the best games of the season, probably.
I feel the same way. Even though I was one of the coaches, I'd like to just like Gimpy put it to me,
Well, yeah,
where it just left and right, counter for counter, blow for blow, and it turned into a pretty even match all the way down to it. And it was just, I mean, good dice at the end. I mean, we've seen that go well, and we've seen it not go well. So it was, I mean, feasibly could have been a 0-0 tie.
yep. And it takes two to tango, man. Without him and his riposte to your slices, then it wouldn't have worked.
Right?
That was a good game. Thanks, guys, for
Thanks.
playing. We'll catch you on the next one.
Later.